WWCD 102.5, the alternative station. JoJo in the morning show. It's 8:50 now, and time for our weekly gaming report. That's brought to you by Comic Town, your source for comic books and more. Jeremy from Gaming Nexus in with us. How you doing, Jeremy?
Doing pretty good, Joe.
Let's have it. What do we have this week?
Really 2 titles this week, and that's really about it.
You said this is like the slowing down. Anything that somebody wanted to make money off of for the holidays, it's really already out.
They're out there. This is kind of the last week. There's quite a few titles hitting, 2 big ones this week. After this, it's going to be quiet. You're going to get 1 to 2 titles a week maybe until about February.
Okay.
But the big rush is over.
Let me ask you a question. A couple weeks ago, we talked about the new, what's the new Nintendo console?
The Wii U.
The Wii U. That's now been out for a couple of weeks. Is there any people still excited about that? Are people bitching about anything? Or
people are excited about it. There's a level of can't get your hands on it. That's the excitement, which a lot of people accuse Nintendo of fabricating that themselves.
Right.
It's the go-to item. It's the one thing everybody's asking for, and you can't find them. So there's a lot of hype behind it.
Okay.
But also, unfortunately, what came out is, again, just like all the other games, what came out is what's out. We're not going to see any big releases for a couple months for it.
But the people that have gotten their hands on it, everybody seems to like it.
They're pretty happy. There are some issues with a lot of the features that were promised at launch, didn't quite make it. They're coming in February, like integration with your DVR service and stuff, be able to watch TV and control your programs through it.
Yeah.
That stuff didn't make launch, and they're promising that within the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
A lot of things like that. They're working on a lot of kinks with their online system.
How will they do that? Like through a patch or something?
Yeah, through download patch. They're trying to integrate it online, just like Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, which they didn't really do that well in the past.
Yeah.
They're really trying to push the online initiative with the Wii U.
Okay.
So they're going to be pushing out a lot more patches and updates through digital routes.
Okay. Well, let's talk about these 2 games.
Yep. Big one this week is Far Cry 3. This is an open-world first-person shooter from Ubisoft. Now, fans have been waiting for this all year. It's been delayed a couple times, but it's finally here. And basically, you're on this mystical island, and I'm not talking like Lost, but it's at the intersection between the Indian and Pacific Oceans as this guy named Jason Brody. You and your friends go on what you think is going to be a nice vacation, end up getting kidnapped by pirates, and they try to sell you into a slave trafficking ring.
Common tale.
Yes, you hear it all the time. But no, this is a very mature title, violent. Basically, you escape, and you're then charged with rescuing the rest of your group.
Okay.
And like I said, you're on this open island. It's open world, so there's no straightforward do this. You're wandering around this island, surveying the scenes.
You just got to figure it out.
Yep, you got to figure it out and rescue your friends from basically these psychos. And like I said, dark and violent, but reviews have been through the roof on it.
Okay. What's that out for?
That is out for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and the PC.
Okay, cool.
The other big title this week, I guess there's some movie called The Hobbit coming out in a couple weeks.
I heard about it.
Yeah, people think. But there's a game that ties into that. But seriously, it's Lord of the Rings in this emerging genre called multiplayer online battle arena games.
Okay.
This is popular on the PC. This is the first one that's getting the push on consoles. Basically, it's the esports. You might have heard of League of Legends. You hear a lot of people talk about it. It's that type of game, but for consoles. 2 teams battling out on a battlefield to try to destroy the other.
This is Guardians of Middle-earth. This is the spin-off from the movie?
Yes.
Is that what this? Okay.
Yeah, it's basically League of Legends in the Lord of the Rings universe.
Okay.
You get to pick an iconic character from the series. You control them on the battlefield. You and 4 other friends try and take down your opponent's base. And, I mean, the hope is that this is going to launch the genre and the esports of League of Legends on the consoles.
Okay.
So reviews are going to start hitting today. The game launches today. Early word have been pretty good, but again, making the jump from PC to console, that hasn't always gone so well in the past, but there are high hopes for this one.
Okay. All right, and Guardians of Middle-earth, that's Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network?
Yep, both available digitally.
Okay. How do people check you out, man?
You can find out more on these titles and more at GamingNexus.com.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
854.
CD 102.5.